Good afternoon, everyone. I'm a computer science teacher here at the International School of Prague, and I often sit at the crossroads between education and technology. Many of my colleagues, parents, students come and ask me about new technological developments and other things that might come about. Lately, one of the main things that has come up is AI, right? We hear it in the news all of the time. They'll ask me, are we going to be replaced? Is AI coming to take our jobs, right? And I'm here to say, the same person that was, the same crypto bro that was selling you on NFTs in 2021, if they're now selling you on AI, it's still a scam. What I really want to say, though, is that it isn't the robots that are going to come for our jobs. AI isn't going to replace humans. The thing is that humans that use AI are going to replace those that don't, right? And lately we've heard a lot about, ChatGPT, generative AI, and other things that are hitting the marketplace, image generation, video creators. So I've got here a demo that you might have seen on TikTok, right? You might have seen, or whatever other infinite doom scroll that you guys enjoy. So here, the question's pretty simple, right? For a human, this type of question would be pretty easy to answer. We just count, right? STOR, that's one. Normally a computer would do this. I found 3 R's in strawberry. I've been trying this because I saw the TikTok in September. This screenshot was taken yesterday. So still, the engineers haven't gone in and fixed this, right? Because how many R's does the robot tell us is in the word strawberry? It's obviously not reading the full word. What it's doing is it's comparing questions from the past. How many words R's in the word blueberry? How many R's in the word blackberry, right? And of all of the words that have berry in them, the most likely answer is going to be 2. This is a little bit of a problem for people that are using ChatGPT to find the right answer, right? So we are using it. We're using it all over the place. We're using it in education already. And people that I know that work in the industry are already using it as part of their jobs. What I think we need to understand is that we are preparing students for a new future, right? So to remind you, it's the future where humans that use AI will replace humans that don't. I want you to think of like a lawyer or a law profession. What is the job of a lawyer? What do they tend to do the most? Right? One thing they often do is go through past cases, read different briefs, examine evidence, and compile all these results. This is like an immediate thing that you can automate, right? And so I'm not saying that I'm not saying that you should immediately go out and hire a robot lawyer, right? But what I'm saying is that a law office that in the past needed 50 employees, whether they're lawyers, secretaries, paralegals, this same business can be run with only 5 people in the future, right? What we need to do as educators is equip our students so that they're prepared for that future job market. Students have also been using AI in our classes, right? I've seen many students go through a lot of the new programming software environments like Visual Studio Code or GitHub. They come with these co-pilots is what they call them. You'll start typing a for loop and the AI will auto-complete the whole thing, right? So this trivializes some of these beginner level problems like how to count from 1 to 10, right? But it's not going to be able to do more complex tasks, right? So the skills the students need to have, they're more critical thinking skills. They need to be able to assess the answers that AI gives them and know if it's giving you correct answer or if maybe you need a little bit of human not turn off the autopilot and go back to human control for that. So the ethical considerations of AI are real, right? I've had students, they'll just put in the question and they'll get spit out a response. But like I said, critical thinking is paramount. The same student will get the correct answer from AI and will then feed it back right into the robot. It will continue to refine the answer, but each time it will get more and more wrong, right? It'll get very silly results if you keep following one conversation thread. I don't think we should label it as cheating, because I feel that if we label it as cheating, then the students that are using it to cheat are the ones that are going to continue to use it, right? And so I feel that we need to be able to understand and empower our students so that they can use it in a more constructive context. AI has the power to adapt to different learning styles, different needs. This, in our context in the school here, is important as an international school because we have a lot of non-native English speakers. Going back to the context of ethical use of AI, right? One of the first things that happened last year when ChatGPT came out was we immediately had these AI detection softwares that were thrown onto the market, right? The problem with those, though, is that it looks for patterns in speech that are constructed. And a non-native English speaker will write that speech in a very constructed, organized way. Then their text will actually receive a higher percentage for being generated by AI. I don't think this is fair. I don't think that's something that we want to be accusing students of, especially if you could also just take your AI-generated text, filter it through another AI, and then defeat all of the AI checkers. For me, what I want to really stress is that it's important that we provide access, right? So as teachers, we can't be limiting some students and saying, all AI is cheating, which means that some students will then use it under the table, right? And they will learn how to do things that we don't want them to do. But if we accept it as something that can be a force for good, and then we harness that good, we can empower our students to be change makers, right? I hope this sparks a conversation moving forward, because I know that I don't have all of the answers. I think instead of swinging the pendulum between technophobia and neo-futurism, it's nice to try to find this middle path that we can both use the AI and use it for good. One last thing I'd like to sort of reveal at the end here is, if you've noticed, all of the slides that I've had statistics that were sourced, and everything that I just showed you on the screen that was numbers was all generated by ChatGPT. So.